Yo, 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 yo. Who's ready for a little bit of asphalt racing? Let's get ready for a new series brought to you by Factory 11. These guys coming out with a midweek burnout. It is going to be ARCA cars here tonight at Charlotte as these guys are running a little demo derby down on the front straightaway. Who's ready for some racing here tonight? Got a lot of names in here. Timothy Mesmer, we've seen him a lot on the channel. Keith Hackney, we've seen him in some of the dirt events, and if you guys don't remember, he dominated the Southern Grown Series way back in on the channel. Sean Pointer, Moody, I think, is not going to make it. I think he's feeling under the weather. I see Shane Haas out there. Mark Thrash, Jonathan DeVries, Riley Knoll, Brandon Gibbs, Nicholas Eli, Cody Nevin, and so many more getting ready to race here tonight. There's Tyson Banks in the 747. He is on the charts as these guys are out on the track, getting a couple laps in. Hackney out there. Gonna bang the wall right there in the number 69 machine. Mark Thrash down here doing a couple donuts. We got somebody going down to the road course. Mesmer down there on his controller, doing in the 327, doing some burnouts and some donuts down there. Here comes Robert in the number 33. Let's go, Timothy, says Wallace. What's up, Wallace? I guess Landon's not feeling well. Gonna go ahead and shut that off. Let's see if we find somebody out on the track. Most of them are down there. I've got a couple running around the track in the other session. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, that's Great Days. I was wondering who the heck Linda was. Okay. What's up, Great Days? What's up? Got a little bit of ARCA action here tonight at Charlotte. First week number 1, last minute entry into the schedule. 10 race series here tonight. 11 race series, I take that back. Got Charlotte this week, Talladega, then Vegas, Lime Rock Park. That should be fun. Martinsville, Bristol, Knoxville, got a little bit of dirt in there. Kansas, Legacy, Kentucky, New Atlanta, and the championship night is going to be at Daytona for week number 11 as these guys are out on the track, closing in on the end of practice. Let's see, 1:05, so we got about 30 seconds left here in practice. Going to get ready for qualifying. No problem, Nevin. No problem, buddy. You're on the crap app, Linda. Or, not Linda. You're on the crap app. Pollen, yeah. You know what? The weather is up and down right now. I got to imagine the pollen is crazy down there in South Carolina right now. Great Days, yep. I had to think about who Linda was for a second. I'll remember. We got to get you a name change out there as that's going to be the end of practice. We're going to get into qualifying here tonight. We have 27 entries, but Landon Moody, like I said, is feeling a little bit under the weather with allergies. He's not going to make it, so it makes 26 cars here tonight for race number 1. Let's go ahead and put up those best times as we wait for somebody to jump out on the track. Who is going to be our first victim out there tonight? Who's it going to be? Okay, I see Timothy going to jump out on the track. They get 2 laps, 7 minutes here for qualifying. John Smeal jumping out on the track too. Timothy's going to be one to watch. It looked like him and Hackney, the 2 fastest in practice, probably going to be at the top of the charts here tonight. Yeah, no problem, Gibbs. No problem. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Gibbs was solid in practice. Look for him to have a good run here tonight. Look for him to have a good night. As how many we got? 6. So a little bit of asphalt action. You guys know I don't do a whole lot of asphalt. Usually just the Thursday night, so we'll get a little bit more asphalt tomorrow night as Timothy out on the track. Who's going to be the first one to put a lap time in? Oh, he gets the wall. That lap's not going to count for the number 327. Oh, is he going to be better bailing out? He might be bailing out here. Maybe not. He's going to go ahead and roll it for lap number 2 as I wait for the first time to jump up out on the charts. I know. Oh, what the heck was that? What is going on? What was happening? He was falling through the track. All right, that was weird. We're going to go jump over to somebody else. Who is out on the track now? Tommy out on the track in the 125. Looks like he might have screwed up his first lap. Brandon Gibbs in the number 4 spot. Timothy back on the track. Cody Nevin out on the track. The Bandit out on the track. All right. Not Thursday. Tomorrow's WOOT. As Tommy going to cross the line. Does not look like... Oh, he goes 10th quick. Let's see. Who do we got out there? We got Timothy out there. I'm looking for Mark or Shane to jump out on the track. They have not yet. Timothy going to start his second attempt at a qualifying run. He's going to go to the bottom this time in turn number 1 and 2. Plays it a little bit safer as he comes out of turn number 2. Let's see what kind of lap time he's going to put down right now. Samuel Lawson with a 29.711, currently at the top of the charts. Now, Timothy got a 5. Can he do that here in qualifying as he comes out of turn number 4 looking for the checkered? Where is Timothy going to put it? He's going to be 10th quick. That is definitely not what he's looking for, as Banks going to go 3rd on the charts in the 747. Mark Thrash is out on the track right now in the number 38 machine. Is the stream lagging it? Oh, it is. It is definitely giving me some issues. Yes. It is me. It is me. It looks like it's coming back. I've been having some internet connection issues tonight, so... All right, looks like it is. It looks like it's cleaned itself up. Looks like it's cleaned itself up, guys. Hopefully that lag goes away. But yeah, it was definitely lagging on my end. All right, here comes Mark Thrash down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Let's see what kind of lap time he puts down. Shane Haas just started his lap. As we come out of turn number 4. Oh, my God. He was so close to the wall, and I think he missed it. Let's see where Mark Thrash goes. He's going to be 10th quick on the charts. Not what he was looking for. Let's see if he can pick up the pace on lap number 2. Keith Hackney bailed out of his lap. Shane Haas about to complete his first lap here in qualifying. Where's he going to put it here tonight as he comes across the line? Shane Haas going to be 21st quick. That is not what he was looking for as we jump back on. Oh, I think he definitely smacked the wall there. Yeah. I get it. Well, it just takes a lot more to turn it. Let's see where Mark Thrash, quick time for Mark Thrash with a 29.637. He goes to the top of the charts. Shane Haas going to jump up to that number 7 spot. Now here's the car we've been waiting for right now, the number 69. There you are. Great. Look at that. Now I can see your name. Great days. As Keith Hackney going to start lap number 1 in the 69. Can he get a quick time here? Right now, Mark Thrash at the top of the charts. Hackney going to run the high side. He runs the seam. So middle high. Down the back straightaway. Let's see what he gets in turn number 3 and 4. He's going to run high in turn number 3 and 4. I wonder if he's going to try to get the quick time on lap number 2. Or if that top lane is quick as he comes out of turn number 4. Let's see what he puts down for lap time. Hackney going to be 24th quick. Lap number 2 to the bottom. Looks like he took the top side, got some heat and some speed in that car. Down the back straightaway, looking pretty good in that number 69 as he heads into turn number 3. Gets down to the bottom. Here comes Hackney. Can he put it at the top of the charts? Out of 4, he hits the wall. Does it take away his lap? We're about to find out as he comes across the line. It did not. Oh, he goes second quick. Mark Thrash gets the pole as Hackney only comes in with a 6.48. Interesting. Mark Thrash comes out clutch on his second lap, taking the quick time. Randy, Cody, Sean, let's go. As that looks like it's going to pretty much close up qualifying. Jared did not take a lap. Moody will not take a lap, so 25 cars have taken a lap. Looks like the Bandit out there rolling around like an old man in the 159. Man, that car looks magically delicious. Going to watch a little bit of the Bandit while we wait for the session to end. Looks like, okay, that's going to be the end of qualifying. 7 minutes are up. Let's get ready. So a little bit of a different twist, kind of like WOOT. We got 2 heat races and 1 finale. It is going to be 12 laps for each heat. And then 70 laps for tonight's main event. These guys going to get out on the grid. Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 38 of Mark Thrash. Starting in the number 2 spot, it's going to be the number 44 of Samuel Lawson. Starting in third on the inside of row number 2, it's going to be the number 21 of Tony Basler. Outside of him in the number 2 machine, it's going to be Randy Reeser. Starting in that number 5 spot, it's going to be the 15 of Nicholas Eli. Outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Riley Knoll. Starting in 7th, it's going to be Robert Andring. Outside of him in the number 11, it's going to be Cody Nevin. Starting in that number 9 spot, it's going to be Dalton DeRossia. I think I'm saying that right. Outside of him in the number 22, it's going to be Camden Johnston. Starting inside row number 6 in that number 11 spot, it's going to be Connor McGowan. Outside of him in the number 20, it's going to be Sean Pointer. Then rounding out the field in that last row here, 14 cars in heat race number 1. Everybody makes it. It's going to be the 125 of Tommy Literal. Outside of him, it's going to be the 82 of Jared King. Looking for the green flag. I don't know if it is one to go or not, but we are going green flag racing. Mark Thrash leads the field. Think he's going to want to tell people Moody's not in there. Moody wasn't feeling good, so he's not running. All right, I'm not sure if they're starting on green or on leader, but Mark Thrash is going to lead the field down the front straightaway. Let's see if we are going green flag this time by. Let's see if that pace car pulls off. Does not look like it is. Oh, it is. We are going green flag this time by as Thrash leads the field down to the start-finish line. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Oh, a little bit of tire spin. Mark Thrash even spinning the tires. He's able to grab the lead through the quad oval down into turn number 1 and 2. Mark Thrash to the point as these guys roll behind him 2 by 2 for that number 2 spot, as it's going to be between Tommy and Samuel down the back straightaway. Drag race looking for turn number 3. That 21 with a big push from Nicholas Eli into turn number 3 and 4. Crashing in turn number 3 and 4. Big wreck. Big wreck in turn number 3 and 4. Damage is off, so I don't know if we're going to get a caution flag or if cautions are on in the heat races, but they're going to keep it green for now. Mark Thrash going to lead the way. Tony in second. It's going to be Randy Reeser third as these guys get it rolling. Some of these guys rolling onto pit road. I don't know why. There's the caution flag. Caution flag is out as they all wrecked in 3 and 4. Tony's going to grab the wall coming to the yellow as we get the first crash, the first caution of the night. Yeah, he's dealing with Lawson to win. Lawson is on pit road, but he's dealing with allergies. So caution flag number 1 on the night in heat race number 1 as these guys roll around the track. Mark Thrash leads the way. I'll tell you what, if they're counting caution laps, Mark Thrash can't be hating what's going on here. It's a derby. Well, we got a bunch of dirt guys trying to run an asphalt oval, so we'll see if they get it figured out. I'm pretty sure they will. There's some good guys in here. The one thing you'll learn about, especially with the dirt guys, is once they figure out how this sim works, they can pretty much apply it to any discipline on iRacing. Dirt guys are some of the most versatile guys on iRacing, and no bias there. As we got a couple guys deciding to jump onto pit road. I don't know if that's an advantage or not. 14 cars. Well, they were at the back of the pack. I guess it doesn't hurt to try to get those extra laps. As we got guys down on pit road. Looks like Nevin, Eli, and Lawson. Well, we knew Lawson was on pit road. He was on pit road before the caution. As Mark Thrash leads the way. Looks like they might be going green this time. This time by. They are going to go green this time by. You love the 410. Yeah. Looking for the green flag this time by. Mark Thrash going to try to do it again. Hopefully no tire spin. Look at that. Sean Pointer up 8 spots to the number 4 position there on that second row. His second row is hot. Yeah. I was just noticing that Pointer was all the way up to the 4th already. He's up 8 spots right now. I got a feeling that Pointer's pretty versatile. I don't expect a bad showing from. Well, Pointer's got a pretty good I rating too on asphalt. Well, King to win. He's got a little ways to go, but we are looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Mark Thrash leads the field in that number 38 with a 21 of Tony Basler on the outside as they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag. Thrash, when's he gonna gun it up? Green flag is out. Yeah, the first H is silent, Hackney. Were you surprised that somebody beat you in qualifying? I honestly thought you were going to get him, but he put down a heater. Thrash going to lead the way. Tony in second as we got a battle for that number 3 spot. I'll tell you what, Pointer up to the number 3 spot. Down the back straightaway. He is on the move, putting the pressure on Tony as they come down into turn number 3 and 4. Can he find his way around Mark Thrash too? No, Sean's good. I like it. Sean's a good racer. Oh, a little bit of contact for Tony out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Sean Pointer at the line as we are 5 laps into this one. We got 6 laps to go as they are side by side for that number 2 spot. Watch for Mark Thrash. Mark Thrash known to be the widest car on the track as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Pointer in the number 20. He's up 10 spots. He's going to the high side in 3 and 4. Loses ground. Thrash going to get a good run out of turn 4. Puts that throttle down. Those guys going to bang the wall out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Here comes the 2 of Randy Reeser down on the bottom side. He's going to send it into turn number 1 and 2. Looking for that number 3 spot. Through turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be nose to tail for the leaders. Pointers closing the gap on Thrash. Thrash down to the bottom. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side. Mark playing a little defense as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Mark going to lead it this time by as they got 7 laps complete. We got 5 laps to go. Pointer putting the pressure on the 38. Down into 1 and 2. Here comes Pointer. Thrash playing defense. Pointer going to look to the back bumper. Out of turn 2. We got 1 in the wall. It's going to be the 21 of Tony. He's going to go backwards as Mark Thrash continues to play a little defense. Yeah, good drivers. Him and Hackney. Yeah, Hackney's good. I know about Hackney. Trust me. I seen all the drama with Hackney and people thinking he's cheating. He's just better than him. Down the front straightaway, going to be 8 laps complete as Mark Thrash still trying to defend the lead. Pointer going to go to the outside through turn number 1 and 2. Thrash continues to hold on to that lead. Great battle for the lead down the back straightaway. Pointer to the outside. Drag race into turn number 3. Pointer's going to have the edge into turn 3, but Thrash going to keep to the bottom side. Doesn't allow Pointer down. They're going to drag race out of turn 3. Thrash into the gas. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Pointer at the line that time by. Thrash holding strong down on the bottom side with 9 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I don't know why. I'm getting frame drops on iRacing. down the back straightaway. Pointer takes the lead to himself. Mark Thrash, no choice but to fall in line down into turn number 3 of 4. It's going to be 2 to go at the line. Pointer to the point as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, a lot of you guys. Yeah, no, I know a lot of you guys are real good. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Mark Thrash to the bottom. He is looking to put the pressure back on Pointer. Down the back straightaway. Pointer continues to lead. Thrash not letting him go. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Could we end up with a battle? These guys have pulled away from the field as they come out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Mark Thrash needs about 2 car lengths as they send it towards turn number 1. Pointer going to continue to lead. Mark Thrash sends it in deep. He closes about a car length through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2. 1 more corner to go. Can Pointer hold on? Thrash on the run. He's getting the draft. Looking up underneath into turn number 3. Here comes Mark Thrash hard into turn number 3. Oh, they touch. Pointer up the track. He's in back into the throttle. Down the front straightaway. What a race for the win here in heat race number 1. Pointer's going to take the win. Thrash, Knoll, Reeser, Nevin, Johnston, DeRosa, Connor, Jared, Tony, Eli, Tommy, Robert, and Samuel rounding out the field. Great race there in heat race number 1. That was exciting. Heat races are always exciting. Why does NASCAR not run heat races? Come on. How can you beat that drama in those heat races? Still have a main race. The heat races are just so fun. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 69. He's got to be one of the favorites here. It's going to be Keith Hackney. Outside of him in the number 747. We've seen him a lot of times on the channel. He loves to win some races on the channel, especially these fixed races. It's going to be Tyson Banks. Starting inside row number 2 in that 111 in the number 3 spot, it's going to be Jonathan DeVries. Outside of him in the number 23, it's going to be Shane Haas. Starting in that number 5 spot in the number 88 machine, it's going to be Kevin Prettyman. Outside of him in the number 36, it's going to be Remington James. Starting in that number 7 spot, it's going to be the number 7 of Brendan White. Outside of him in the number 34, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs. In the number 9 spot, it's going to be the 159 of Bowden Brandit. Outside of him, it's going to be Alexander Smith. Then in that number 11 spot, it's going to be the 327 of Timothy Mesmer. Look for him to come up through the field. Outside of him in the number 12 spot, it's going to be John Smeal. Rounding out, and that's going to be it for tonight, as Landon Moody did not grid up because he is no longer in the session, as we are looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. That's funny. Use that 5.5 joke. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Hackney gets on the gas. Drag race to turn number 1. Hackney's going to win it. Banks is going to slide in that number 2 spot. It's going to be side by side for that number 3 position. Shane Haas trying to hold strong on the outside out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to take the number 3 position as Jonathan has to fall back to 4th. These guys trying to get things figured out. Let's go check on Timothy in the 327. Big traffic ahead. They're all going to bang the wall. They are piling into the wall in turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide in the rear out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Timothy going to win that battle as they come across the line down into turn number 1 and 2. Scrolling through the field. Let's go take a look. It's going to be Keith Hackney out front pulling away. Tyson Banks in second. Shane Haas in third. Jonathan in fourth. As they are side by side for that number 5 spot. Number 6 spot as Kevin has it. The 36 of Remington's going to fall back as they come out of turn number 4. Remington almost into the back of Alexander Smith as they're going to keep it straight. Here comes a battle here as Shane Haas looking for the number 2 spot up underneath Tyson Banks as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Shane Haas digging down low down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's like, Yeah, Moody's good people for sure. Down into turn number 3 and 4. We got one in the wall. It's going to be the 34 of Gibbs as Shane Haas going to take that number 2 spot. They're going to go 3 wide for third. Down the front straightaway. Here comes Jonathan in the 111. They're wrecking. They're wrecking in the quad oval. Big wreck as the 111 is up in the air. He's going to be facing the wrong way. Caution flag is out. Let's go look at that one again. Oh, I think they just ran out of space. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Jonathan here. And Jonathan just came up into Tyson. Nothing they could do. Oh, my God. He's going to get the worst of it. Oh, all right. So caution flag number 1 here in heat race number 2. As Keith Hackney leads the way. Shane Haas going to roll into that number 2 spot. Kevin going to go up to 3rd. Alexander Smith in 4th. And look who has peeked their way into the top 5. It's going to be Timothy Mesmer in that 327 on that Xbox controller. Yeah, no, you were rolling at that. I was like, holy, that was close. That was a good race. That was a great race between you and Pointer. Great Day says, I was grilled last time on how to... right? All right, so caution flag is out. I think it's going to be a short caution. Look for the 1 to go this time. Shane Haas going to start in that number 2 position. Does he have anything for Keith Hackney? His quick time was a little bit quicker than Hackney's. So we're going to see if he has anything in the tank here, as they are going to stack it up 2 by 2 into turn number 1 and 2. Yes, he is on an Xbox controller. And not any Xbox controller. It's an old Xbox controller. All right, stacked up 2 by 2. We got a couple guys on pit road. Look for them to possibly jump out in time as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Hackney going to lead the way with Shane Haas in that number 2 spot. Are you guys ready for 70 laps here tonight of these cars? And we're going to have 25 cars or 26 cars? 25 cars on the track for tonight's feature. I think maybe 26. They do have a 5-minute warm-up. I don't know if they're going to run it. 69 Taste the Rainbow. Oh, Hackney, he's talking smack. As they head into turn at number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Guys, make sure you get the stream a like, share. Oh, yeah. Which means it's going to make 0 difference for you. It's going to make 0 difference. You're going to be in the same spot. Looking for the green flag as they come to the restart zone. Green flag is out. Shane Haas took a nap as they come down the front straightaway. Somebody get Shane Haas a pillow. I think Hackney's running away with it as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be battle for the number 2 spot as they are door to door into turn number 1 and 2. Some of those dirt guys will understand that reference with Hackney. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 by 2. Shane Haas trying to take the advantage. What's up, Don? What's up, Fish? What's up, buddy? Out of turn at number 4, looking for the line. Shane Haas in that number 23. He's going to take that number 2 spot back, but Hackney has driven away again as we got 5 laps to go. Shane Haas going to go to work and try to reel in that number 69 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Key here is going to be not to overdrive it. Don't heat up that right front. He's got to close the gap a little at a time. 5 laps is definitely enough time to do it. Out of turn 4, it's going to be 4 laps to go at the line. These guys staying nose to tail. Let's see if they can utilize that draft. 0.3 of a second back from Hackney. Come on, old Skittles. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Shane Haas definitely closing the gap in 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Now only 0.15. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Kevin. Kevin going to look up underneath Shane Haas. Oh, we got contact further back as Timothy gets into Alexander Smith out of turn number 4. Smith able to hold on to it as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be nose to tail for the top 3 with 3 laps to go. Shane Haas is there. Does he have enough in the tank to get that number 69 down the back straightaway? Hackney's going to be hard to pass. Here comes Shane Haas. Down low in the number 23. We got a battle for the lead. Shane Haas down low. Keith Hackney up high. Drag race down the front straightaway. It's going to be 10 laps complete. 2 laps to go. Battle for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Shane going to dig down low in that number 23. Pushes up ahead in turn number 1 and 2. Hackney going to have the run on the outside. Shane holds it strong down low. Here comes Kevin to the high side. Shane Haas going to get back up in line. Back into turn number 3. Hackney leads the way. White flag is out. They're going to get 1 to go at the line. White flag, 1 lap to go into turn. Across the line, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Shane Haas going to send it in deep into turn number 1. Hackney going to pull away from him in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Hackney pulling away. Shane Haas might not have enough. 1 more opportunity for the 23. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Hackney leads it. He's looking to take the win here tonight. Out of turn number 4 in heat race number 2, it's going to be Hackney, Haas, Kevin Prettyman, Timothy Mesmer, John Smeal, Tyson Banks, Brandon Gibbs, Alexander Smith, Remington James, Jonathan DeVries, the Bandit, Brennan, rounding out the field here tonight. What a race in heat race number 2. I'll tell you what, that was some good racing there. That was some good racing as these guys get back out on the track here tonight. They're going to do a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to get into tonight's race. And I'll tell you what, there's a few guys feeling like they might have lost a little something here tonight. And need to find it on the track before we get into this feature. Timothy Mesmer's got to be one of them. He definitely had a quick car in practice, struggled in qualifying, couldn't quite make it into the top 3 in the race. He tried, just came up a little short. And these guys are going to put in some laps. We got Cody Nevin out there on the track. Nevin in the number 11, right behind Timothy. He had a good finish in his heat race. He's looking to have a strong run here tonight. Oh, out of turn number 4, we got about a 5-minute warm up here. These guys are going to put some laps in real quick. Timothy going to go to the top of the chart. Now put it to Camden. As we get ready for tonight's main event, I am really curious how tonight is going to go. A lot of dirt guys here. Definitely tire strategy is going to be a little different than what they're used to over on the dirt side. They definitely have to save on dirt, but this is a whole different animal. As, man, Banks has got some speed. Tyson Banks definitely with some speed in that 747. Watch for him here tonight. He could be a surprise in that non-sponsored all-white 747 here tonight. There's definitely some guys out here that deserve to be a better iRating than what they are showing. Tyson Banks definitely showing he's definitely better than 1155. A little bit of drafting, a little bit. I mean, believe it or not, the drafting isn't as big as you think it would be here. It definitely helps, but it's not crucial. And these things are very aero sensitive. So being behind, Nevin gets the wall, then Banks. They're very, very aero sensitive. So when you're behind somebody, it definitely pushes the nose a little bit. All right, so Hackney out on the track. He is going to be one to watch here tonight. And I'll tell you what, Pointer, how about Sean Pointer? He definitely showed he had what it took there in heat race number 1. I think he's got the idea of how the tire strategy should work. We'll watch for Sean Pointer to be a big-time contender here tonight in this number 20 machine as he puts down the third quickest time here in the warm-up. We got about a minute and a half left, and we are going to get into tonight's main event. See how many cars. It looks like we got 25 cars for tonight's event. 29 cars for tonight's event. The side drafting, I mean, yeah, you're definitely going to play the strategy. You're going to lean on each other a lot. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys learn. A lot of these guys are top split dirt guys. It's not going to take them long to learn what they need to do to be competitive. So it's going to be interesting, especially the progress of the season over the 11 races. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys learn and how much they improve because it's definitely a high skilled league. It's just a matter of converting their dirt skill over to the asphalt side, and I think these guys are capable of doing it, 100%. So Keith Hackney to the top of the charts. Camden Johnston out there in the number 22. Oh, he smoked the wall. That's John Smeal. Look for him. He's got some time. He's got some speed in that number 13. Oh. Skittles, are you talking about Hackney, the 69 right there? He is going to be starting in the number, well, it's an invert, so I think he's going to be starting 5th. All right, well, let's get ready for tonight's main event. 70 laps here tonight. Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. I just realized I didn't have any cars on. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in the number 88 machine. He finished 3rd in his heat race. It's going to be Kevin Prettyman. Starting outside of him in the number, I guess apparently 69, it's going to be Riley Knoll. Starting in the number 3 spot in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Shane Haas. Outside of him in the number 38, it's going to be Mark Trash. The first H is silent. Starting inside row number 3 in that number 5 spot, it's going to be the number 69 of Keith Hackney. Outside of him in the number 20 machine, it's going to be Sean Pointer. Starting in that number 7 spot in the number 2 machine, it's going to be Randy Reeser. Outside of him in the 327, it's going to be Timothy Mesmer. Starting in that number 9 spot in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Cody Nevin. Outside of him in the number 10, it's going to be John Smeal. He's in the number 13. Starting in that number 11 spot in the number 22, it's going to be Camden Johnston. Outside of him in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Starting inside row number 7 here tonight in that number 17 spot, it's going to be Dalton Rosia. Am I saying that right? Let me know in the chat. Outside of him, it's going to be Alexander Smith. Starting in the number 17 spot, it's going to be Jared King. Outside of him in the number 34, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs. Starting in the number 19 spot in the number 21 machine, it is going to be Tony Basler. Outside of him, it's going to be the number 159 of the Bandit. Sorry, are we going green already? I guess I'm not going to go through the whole starting lineup. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be Kevin leading the way as they are 2 by 2 into turn number 1 and 2. Riley Knoll on the high side. He's going to go way high. They're going to think about 3 wide. Thrash pulls out of it as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Shane Haas on the move on the bottom side into turn number 3 and 4. He looks for the lead, almost contact there. He's got Hackney pushing him from behind as they head through 3 and 4. They're trying to wreck out of turn 4. Somehow they keep it straight. How did they not just all wreck as they came out of turn number 4, keeping it straight down into turn number 1 and 2? Going to be Shane Haas to the point. Hackney in second. Pointer looking for third into turn number 1 and 2. Watch for Mark Thrash to play a little strategy. He has fallen backwards now here early on in that number 38 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Shane Haas leading, Hackney in second. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be 2 laps complete. 2 laps complete strategy definitely starting to go on a little bit here. Hackney not pushing it too hard. Pointer trying to give him the pressure as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So far, keeping it lean and green as they come down the back straightaway. Mark Thrash has settled in that number 9 spot. Here comes Hackney looking for the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Shane Haas going to give him all the bottom side out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. New race leader at the line is going to be the 69 of Keith Hackney. Oh, big wreck in the tri-oval. Oh, big wreck in the quad oval. Holy cow, that was a hard hit. I don't know who that was, but we are about to go watch it. All right, so I have a feeling it's going to be the number 9 car. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, he just gets... Oof. Oh, my God. It looks like he came up a little bit on the Bandit. Nowhere for him to go. The Bandit had somebody to the outside make a little contact. Oh, maybe the Bandit came down a little bit. They just ran out of room. As he takes a big hit in that number 9, and we get the first caution flag of the night as Hackney is our leader in that number 69. So big hit here for caution flag number 1 here in the main event as Hackney leads the field. So some of these guys, they're going to burn up their tires. It's going to be interesting to see what... Yeah, he did flip. He did flip a little bit. So they did make the mistake of leaving damage off here this time. So that is going to play a role. I don't know if they have limited tires. Let's see. Does it tell me? I don't think they have a limited tires, so I think they do get unlimited tires. So tires are not a bad idea here. It looked like Mark Thrash pulled on pit road. Get that gas, get those tires, and get ready for some green flag racing. It is going to be 1 to go. The Green Alien Man. I want a 69. There's 2 of them in here. As they come out of turn number 2, Hackney and Pointer on that front row. You don't know. You'll figure it out. This is actually the first time I've broadcasted this league. These are actually mostly dirt guys. We got a couple of our asphalt regulars in here too. Hackney's always going to be fast. It looks like Pointer's fast. Shane will be good. Kevin's had a solid race. Cody Nevin. Tyson Banks has been good. Mark Thrash is good. Brandon Gibbs is solid. So we'll see what happens here. I like the most. Yeah, we'll go through them. Maybe next caution, I'll go through some schemes. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Hackney in the number 69. Going to bring him to the green. Down the front straightaway, 2 by 2. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag's out. Hackney gets a big jump. Pointer definitely sleeping a little bit on that start. Here comes Shane Haas down low, looking for the number 2 spot. Side by side for that number 2 position as they head through turn at number 1 and 2. Haas going to clear him. Goes up the track, down the back straightaway. Oh, hey, Riley. Yeah. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Shane Haas up to the number 2 spot. Pointer in third as Kevin and Nevin are battling it out for that number 4 spot on a turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Cody Nevin having a good run in that number 11. Almost makes contact with the 88 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Who's going to end up with that number 4 spot? I'll tell you what, Kevin is not letting up on that outside as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Caution flag comes out. All right, who's wrecking for last? Was it Mark? All right, let's see what happened here. It looked like the 7 came up, hit the 36, and got down into Mark. That is unfortunate. Caution flag comes out here as Mark had made some ground up through the field, but he's going to have to go back as they come into turn number 1 and 2. You like the two cars sharp. That is Randy Reeser. That is a sharp looking car for sure. Nevin's car looks good. I like Riley's car. Riley's got a good one. Let's see. I mean, there's a couple nice ones out here. I like that 13. I like the green. I'm a green guy. I like green. So there's a lot of good ones to choose from. I do like the 2. I do agree with you. They thread that needle. Yo, what's up, Apple user? All right, they are stacked up 2 by 2. We are looking for the green flag this time by once again. Green's a bad color. I like green. I like it. I mean, you know, everybody's got their own opinion. It depends on the green, though. Depends on the green. You got green burning right now, right? All right, we are looking for the green flag. Looks like everybody has caught up. Shane Haas went ahead and went down pit road. Mark Thrash got some new rubber after going around. You might as well change those tires. It's Hollywood. What's up, Hollywood? Pink for me. Out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag. Pointer and Hackney on that front row once again as they come to the line. We are going to be 6 laps into this one as they come out of turn through the trioval. Green flag is out. Hackney with a massive jump. Pointer at least is going to be able to slide into that number 2 spot. 2 by 2 all the way through the field. These guys need to be patient to pick their way up through the field. Some of these more experienced asphalt guys could save some tire and pull their way up through the field. It'll be interesting to see what happens as they are 2 and 3 wide through the field into turn number 3 and 4. Got Nevin and Reeser side by side. That's our first battle up front for that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's going to be Nevin in the number 4 spot that time by, but Randy Reeser going to hold strong down on the bottom in 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Nevin thinking about falling back in line, but gets the run out of turn 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. It is going to be 2 by 2 as Nevin's going to take that spot into turn number 3. Oh, look at this. The Bandit going to stick it in the middle. Nope, he decides against it as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes the Bandit looking to take those Lucky Charms up to the front, down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Up underneath Riley Knoll is going to be side by side. Looks like Camden Johnston trying to get up underneath Reeser as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. These guys are going to go single file. Let's go back to the Bandit as he digs the bottom side. Riley Knoll holding strong as Camden Johnston. Johnston going to get the wall in turn number 3 and 4. down the front straightaway. Oh, man, they are trying to wreck for last. Somehow they keep it straight. Wow, it is chaos back in the pack as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Robert goes around through the grass. No caution flag. Back up to, oh, I saw smoke. They are wrecking down the back straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Caution, caution, caution. Oh, Gibbs goes around that. Oh, that's why that happened. Just a lot going on here. A lot of people not really sure what to do. Oh, my God, Gibbs. All right, let's find the Nicholas Eli. That's who I'm looking for. Yeah, let's go take a look and see what happened to Nicholas here. Oh, he got in the back of the 64. No. That's what happened to him. 64 goes around. Caution flag is out for the third time here tonight as Keith Hackney continues to lead. I see smoke 3 and yeah, there was smoke everywhere. Tons of wrecks. Yeah, part of it is so a lot of these guys are new to dirt or to asphalt, and part of these guys are no damage. He made the mistake and didn't have the damage on it, and so they're willing to push it a little bit harder. That's just kind of nature of the beast. All right, let's see. Am I not here? Oh, I'm not hearing. Mark said, I went to the back to drive through the chaos. It's pretty fun. Yeah, that happens. So Hackney going to go get some tires. Somebody said they had a brake issue. So it looks like we are going green flag this time by. Let's see if we can get some green flag laps in here, guys. We're gonna have 60 laps to go when they take the green flag. He's got to start at the back if they speed, regardless if they clear the black flag or not. That's what the penalty is. Well, as fast as he was going, it might have been a pit penalty, but either way, he's got to start at the back anyway. As the pace car pulls in, looking for the green flag. It's going to be side by side up at the front. Sean Pointer and Kevin Prettyman out on the front. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Pointer gets a great jump. Cody Nevin, too. He's going to slide up into that number 2 spot. Bless me, as they head into turn number 1 and 2, trying to get it situated through the field. As they come on to turn 2 down the back straightaway. 2 and 3 wide down the back straightaway. I don't think they listen to Nevin. They are going for those spots as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Dude went from 5th, 6th to 19th. Yeah. Where did Reeser go? So Reeser I think Reeser pitted. He's back here in the number 18 spot as they come through the quad oval down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they're banging the wall in 1 and 2. So a couple guys up into the wall in turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Mark Thrash trying to race his way up to the field. Remember, Mark pitted earlier. Shane Haas just ahead of him. Shane pitted too. As the 13 sideways. What a save by Smeal as he's going to get big contact. I think that was Timothy Mesmer and him getting together out of turn number 4. No caution flag. Is John going to sit out on the track? He's going to get it back rolling. No caution. They keep it green as they come out of turn number 2. Nevin trying to put the pressure on Pointer for the lead. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Nevin to the outside. He's bringing Prettyman as they come through turn number 3 and 4 as Johnston's going to ride the wall. Tries to grab some spots. It's going to be Kevin to the line this time by. Where did he come from? Definitely dirt racers. Oh, yeah. You guys, you can watch these guys Monday nights when I do my late models shows. A lot of these guys run the late models. at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Kevin leading the way. Here comes Riley Knoll. Oh, Noel's gonna hit the wall. These guys trying to cheese the wall a little bit. They just got a warning as they come to the line. Riley Knoll gonna lead that time by. Damage being off. They're being a little. They're hitting that wall as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Kevin to the bottom side. Pointer trying to roll that number 20 as they head for turn number 3. That's a great show too. Yes, Monday nights are phenomenal. Big blocks, then super late models, then UMPs. Down the front straightaway, it is going to be Riley Knoll leading the way. Sean Pointer in second. Caution flag comes out. Let's go take a look and see what happens. Looks like, they got, so they are pushing it. They are pushing it in the tri-oval. Oh, they're not. Oh, that was on Shane. That was on Shane as we get the caution flag out here once again. I didn't realize they weren't calling cautions. Yeah, Monday nights are great. I love Monday nights. I look forward to Monday nights almost every week. Yep. All right, so caution flag out here once again. I don't know how many cautions that was. Hold on, let's see if we can figure it out. Let's see if we can figure out how many cautions we're at, because I don't know. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is only the fourth caution, or fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's only the fourth caution here. So that's not too bad. Hold on, TikTok. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's making me do this verification frickin' puzzle thing because that's what it does. All right, so working the caution here tonight. I thought it was more. It was only 4 cautions. That's actually not, well, I don't know. It's in 14 laps. As they come down the back straightaway. As they come down the back straightaway, let's see if they get that one to go this time by. It is on Twitch. It is on Twitch. This is new. It's Cody Nevins League, Damien. He asked me today, and I said, okay. I hesitated for a little bit, and I said, I'll go run it. Yes, we are on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, so you can watch wherever you want to watch. And, of course, TikTok. As they come out of turn number 4. Over at the water's nice. Oh, there's definitely been some wrecks. We're on caution flag number 4. We are 14 laps into this one. So they are going to go single file for this restart, trying to clean up the driving. It's going to be Kevin leading the field in that number 88. We're going to look for the green flag this time by. All right. Can we hit 1K? Yeah. We better be able to. We got a long ways to go, Demon. Welp, I'm on Twitch now. I am not streaming on Kick. I haven't been. So I stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. When we get the next yellow, I'll explain why. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Somebody jumped out of line in that number 111. That is Jonathan as he makes a move looking for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Kevin out front. Sean Pointer in second. The Bandit in third. We're watching the battle back here in the pack as they head into 1 and 2. Single file did not matter. These guys took it 2 and 3 wide already. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. 3 wide back here in the middle of the field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. They're going to try to get it figured out as the 111 of Jonathan, really aggressive, trying to find his way through the field as they come down the front straightaway looking for 1 and 2. You'd think it was the last 10 laps. Well, yeah. Yeah, YouTube and Facebook tend to be more. But yeah, YouTube, Great Days is over on YouTube. He's talking a lot. You will, over on TikTok, you'll see those messages, though. You should be able to. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. We've got one going through the grass. Who is it? It is Nevin cutting the grass. He saved it, kept it going. He's going to pick up the back of the pack. Oh, they're wrecking in the middle of the field. Big wreck in turn number 1 and 2. Oh my God. This is brutal. Yeah, I got a feeling this is Jonathan just. Oh no, maybe they're right. The wall. Oh no, they got contact there. Okay. Yeah, okay, so. Yep. That looked like we had the no damage gives you temporary damage, and that looks to be what caused that issue. As we get the caution, you got the laundry. Yeah, I figured you did. Okay, you jumped over. Yeah. You do talk a lot. Yes, you do. Right now, it's actually quiet. I don't normally stream on Wednesdays, so there's not as many people in here as there normally is. Usually we get a lot more. On Monday nights, we'll have like 20, 30 people on each of the platforms. I don't get a lot of people over on Twitch. So anyway, the reason I stopped streaming over on Kick, because I used to stream there also. But the main reason I don't is iRacing is very CPU heavy, and every time they do an update, it uses more and more CPU. And I ran out of computing ability to stream to 5 platforms, so that's why I don't stream to all. That's why I don't stream to all 5 now. I just stream to 4. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by. Can we get some green laps, guys? 5 cautions. We haven't even hit 20 laps. Let's get some green flags laps in. Man, if the caution laps counted, you guys wouldn't have any laps to race. Devin trying to orchestrate that, trying to get these guys to clean it up a little bit. As they come down the back straightaway, Kevin's going to bring him to the green flag. The Bandits in second, Jared in third, Samuel in fourth, and Brennan in that number 5 spot as we are going to get that green flag. Yeah, it is. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Pace car is going to pull in. Looking for the green. Green flag is out as they hit the restart zone. It's going to be Kevin leading the way. The Bandit in second. Jared King in third. Samuel Lawson as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Let's see if they keep it single file here for a little bit. Does not look like that's going to happen as they head into turn number 1 and 2. If they could get some laps in, this could be interesting. Looks like Shane and Mark have made it up to the 9 and 10 spot. Where is Hackney? Hackney deep in the field, back in 22nd. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be the Bandit. Now to the point. The Bandit took the Lucky Charms to the lead as they head down the front straightaway. Down and oh, we're wrecking in turn number 1 and 2. Caution is out. There goes my CPU, not happy. Oh, the 44 hooked him. Yeah, my computer didn't get wasn't happy right there. No, you're good. Yeah, the TikTok is a little less behind. I don't know how to fix that. I'm gonna have to look into that. Why YouTube is so much more delayed. It might be one of my settings. All right. So the Bandit is out front right now. Kevin in second. Samuel in third as they come across the line. You did a little bit of jumping around. I appreciate you checking out the other platforms. Believe it or not, Facebook is probably, well, Facebook's where it really all started. Yeah, it is definitely shuffling. We got different strategies now, too. But some of the wrecks have definitely shuffled up the field a little bit. Looks like Shane and Mark now up to the number 6 and 7 spots. Oh my God. What the hell just happened? Let's see. Let's watch the crash under. Just looks like everybody's stacked up. Oh my God. Just not ready for the checkup, I guess. As they come out of turn number 4, we are looking for that green flag. The Bandit leads the field down the front straightaway. I promise you, it's not usually this rough. These guys will get it figured out, though. I have faith. All right, down the front straightaway, going to be the Bandit leading the way. Kevin in second, Samuel third, the Gibbs in fourth, Nicholas in fifth as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Samuel looking to the outside of Kevin. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Battle for that number 2 spot as they drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Shane Haas in the number 23 with Mark Thresh in tow as they head into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be the Bandit out front leading the way. Samuel in second. Here comes the 34 of Gibbs. He's looking to stick his nose in there. Save it! Samuel with a big save in the number. Oh, goes around. Big wreck. Oh, we got a turtle shit. Oh, big wreck. The big one has happened out of turn 2. And yeah. Wow. My computer was not happy about that one. All right. I don't know what happened, but we're going to go ahead and... Well, that was a little rough, guys. Yeah, no, I know that it's just. I am probably going to be updating that CPU here soon. Hold on, I'm going to bring it up and see. Yeah, I'm at 100% usage right now. For some reason. Oh, fucking Armory Crate. Why does it do that to me all the time? It's freaking Armory Crate, but I can't do anything without it. Let's go Grip Hackney. What's up, Craig? I'm sure I'm having a little bit of an issue. It'll come back here in a second. I'm just maxed out on my CPUs for some reason. I think he came down. I think it was more when you got it in the 44 is what started it. Oh boy, Demon. It's coming back, guys. It's coming back. Of course, because I got a ton of freaking updates. Oh my God. I hate this freaking app. I hate the Aurora app. It freaking sucks. Like, I might never buy anything as Zeus again because of that app. All right, so they're going to get one to go. Hold on, I got a lot of stuff that's not normally running. Sorry, guys, I am trying to fix my CPU issue here right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, even my frames aren't happy. And this happened the other day. It was all because of updates on that frickin' app. Yeah, I just think it all start. Let's see. Is there anything here I can cut off? Just using the CPU. Just need a little bit. All right, I got to figure out a couple things later with that. All right, so we are getting ready for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag is out as the Bandit leads the way into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be the Bandit in that number 1 spot. Gibbs in second. Kevin in third. Dalton, Jonathan, your top 5 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lots of cars caught up in that last wreck. Looks like Mark Thrash did make it back out as Shane Haas coming up through the field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, the Bandit continues to lead. Let's jump back here as Hackney tries to carve his way through the field down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Hackney with a rolling roadblock in front of him as Nevin and Remington are his closest obstacle. He's going to get up underneath Remington out of turn 2 down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. A little bit of battling up ahead, but we're going to keep an eye on this as Pointer and Hackney, 2 of the fastest guys on the track as they come out of turn number 4. We've got one cutting through the grass. It is going to be the Bandit down through the grass. And yeah. right, let's see what happened here. Oh my God, what's this net code? No, he just can't. 17 just came up and got into him. Got him sideways. What a start for Hackney. Yeah. So caution flag out here once again as we got a couple cars down on pit road. Looks like Jonathan and Brandon Gibbs going down on pit road. That's going to give the lead to Remington James out at the front. That is going to be Pointer, and Tyson Banks, Timothy Mesmer, Shane Haas. That's going to round out the rest of your top five. Oh, no, Hackney's still out there. Never mind. I think. Nope, Hackney is not still out there. Oh, he's parked. I think he's still the leader, though. All right, so caution flag out here once again. I think Hackney had to go pee or something. As he's pulling back out on the track. I think he's going to have the lead, though. Hackney's going to have the lead. He just had to stop, pull over, and use the bathroom or something. I think he was pissing around the side of the wall. I don't know what it is, but he is catching back up to the field in that number 69. Oh. Let's see. How much time we got? How long did he give it? Oh. All right, can we hit the halfway point? Oh. I didn't want to do a 2-hour stream, Cody. All right, looking for the green flag. They got a single file. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Remington in the lead. Hackney was second, but Hackney going to the point here in turn number 1 and 2. Hackney going to roll that bottom side, take the lead into turn number 1. He's bringing Pointer with him as Remington's going to go the other way out of turn number 2. Here comes Tyson Banks. Shane Haas picked the top side. I don't think that was the place to be as they look for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Hackney leading the way as we are watching that battle behind him as they come out of turn 4. Here comes Pointer. Pointer putting the pressure on Hackney. Pointer putting big pressure on the number 69 as we got Jockey in 4 positions further back as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Shane Haas back into the top 5 as Pointer continues to put the pressure on that number 69. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. No, a little bit of contact. 36 up the track as it's going to be Hackney at the line this time by. The thrash can back here in the number 9 spot. Let's go take a look. We got Nicholas Eli back here. I think I hear crashing again. No, okay. Whew. Thought I heard crashing again as these guys seem to be settled down just a little bit. Not too, I mean, they're racing, but it doesn't seem to the same intensity as it was earlier, as it looks like Timothy, you got to dig that outside. He's looking for the lead. He's got to make his way around Pointer. Big run out of 4. Timothy at the line in the 327. What a run for Timothy up on the high side. He brings Shane Haas with him as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Timothy takes the point. Mind you, he is on a controller as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle's going to be for that number 4 spot as it's going to be Hackney and Banks side by side down the front straightaway heading for turn number 1. Hackney, I don't think he's used up his tires. or if he's just playing the strategy here, trying to save as they come out of turn number 2. Shane Haas putting big pressure on Timothy Mesmer. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 30 laps complete. We will have not quite been to the halfway point. We're going to get to 35. Oof. Looking for turn number 1 is going to be Timothy leading the way. Finally, looks like we got settled in a little bit. Mark Thrash down on the apron, moves it back up into the track, able to keep it straight. Side by side behind him out of turn number 2. Back up to the front. Here comes Shane Haas on that outside. Timothy going to dive back up underneath. Side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Haas going to roll that high side. He's going to lead this time by. So Shane Haas to the point. Look at this. Tyson Banks digging up in the 747. He's going to get to the back bumper of the 327 of Timothy. Through turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Shane Haas leading the way. Sean Pointer going to take the number 2 spot. Timothy in third. Down the back straightaway. These guys going to try to settle in as Hackney just rolls in that number 69. He's like, you know what? You guys going to race? I'm going to sit back here and save a little bit as they come out of turn number 4. 32 laps complete. Good racing up at the front. Here comes Timothy looking back to the outside. Is he going to try to rip that top side once again as they come out of turn number 2? So they've definitely settled in. It is racy back here a little bit, but Mark Thrash going to try to make his way around into that number 6 position. They're 2 by 2 behind him. Here comes Thrash up underneath. Thrash going to slide into the number 6 spot as they come out of turn number 4. He's got company behind him. Can these guys catch that front pack? Down into turn number 1 and 2. Got racing up at the front. Here comes Pointer looking for the lead to the outside of Shane Haas. Drag race down the back straightaway. Give the lead to Pointer into turn number 3. Here comes Mesmer back to the high side. Shane's going to look high too. Will they take it 3 wide out of turn 4? They don't, as Hackney looks to be moving his way forward. So Pointer to the point. These guys exchanging laps led as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to stay single file for the top 3 as Banks and Hackney are going to get side by side, starting to lose that front pack. This will be good news for Mark Thrash and company as they try to close in on these guys up front. Next in line is going to be Hackney and Banks. These guys looking to catch them as we are going to get halfway this time by 35 laps in the books. We are halfway there. Down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Pointer continuing to lead the way. Great battle for the number 4 spot as Hackney's going to take it back. Move Banks back to the number 5 spot. I need a drink. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Pointer continuing to lead. We're watching this battle further back in the back. One into the wall. They keep it straight out of turn number 4. Man, great race. And Nevin rolling in that number 8 spot. He's trying to move his way forward. He's got the 13 of John Smeal trying to look up underneath as they come out of turn 2. Here comes the 9 of Alexander Smith. Remember, Alex went for a big ride early on in that number 9 machine, able to move his way back forward as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Back up to the front, still single file for those top 3. They don't look too racy right now. Seem pretty content with where they're at as we jump back in the pack. These guys still continuing to race right around this number 10 spot. I think it's 11th where they're side by side as Kevin's going to take it out of turn number 2. Tire wear this is going to be the first time these guys tonight have had to deal with fall off in tire wear. We're going to see how these guys react to it, how some of these guys aren't used to this type of tire wear. We do have tire wear on the dirt side, but it's not quite the same as what they're going to be dealing with here tonight as these guys roll through turn number 1 and 2. Alexander Smith trying to make his way forward as he's going to work around Cody Nevin as they head into turn number 3. Looks like Thrash and Gibbs have pulled away from this pack, seem to be closing in on Tyson Banks in front of them. looking pretty solid right now as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Everybody keeping it pretty clean and green. We're going to jump up. Let's check this. Let's check this here. These two working together. It's going to be Gibbs and Thrash as they work together into turn number 3 and 4. Not really racy, knowing it's a long race still left here tonight as we got 30 laps as these guys come to the line. Mark Thrash in that number 38 position. Let's check up here as we got a battle for the number 2 spot as Timothy trying to find his way around Shane Haas. Like I said, different strategies. I thought maybe Timothy had burned his stuff up, but it does not look like he really has. As he gets in line behind Shane Haas, they continue to work each other as Sean Pointer is pulling away from the field as they come down the front straightaway. Here comes Timothy looking for that number 2 spot. Timothy going to roll that bottom side into turn number 1 and 2. Remember, a lot of you guys may not know Timothy rolling on an Xbox controller. I think he's going to be the only one out there on controller as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Does make you wonder how tire wear plays a role for these guys on the controllers. You can see he's got the controller on the side of his car. Scroll back through a little bit. These guys definitely starting to gain on Tyson Banks. This could be a race here for the number 5 spot. Starting to brew here in just a few. As we move back up to the front, I heard someone hit the wall as it looks like Timothy has finally taken that number 2 spot. Let's see. I should be able to see it. We're going to go in. It looks... No. Oh, we can see it. He's actually really smooth with the controller. It's hard to believe that he's on a controller, but he's got that thing figured out. A lot of the controller people you'll see jerking with it. You ain't grateful, son. You ain't ungrateful. Yeah. No, iRacing's great. It's definitely fun. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Sean Pointer continues to lead the way as they come across the line. This time by Pointer is going to get 25 laps to go. I don't know if they're going to need... I don't think they're going to need gas. I don't think they will. But they're probably going to be wishing they had tires. It's going to get real interesting if it goes green the rest of the way. Mark Thrash has taken the number 5 spot as they've caught Tyson Banks, and it looks like Hackney is in their sights as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. So we got a battle here for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th all together as they head through turn number 1 and 2. So Hackney trying to pull away from this group. Looks like Mark Thrash going to try to reel him in as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Good racing now. Finally took him a little bit, but they got it figured out as they come across the line. Pointer continues to lead the field. It's possible. What happened to Dalton? Dalton was not happy. Got in a wreck and he pulled off and towed because he was frustrated. He got into somebody. All right, so here comes Mark Thrash looking for the number 4 spot as he tries to peek up underneath Hackney. He gets there out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And it's going to be side by side for that number 4 spot. It looks like Hackney not going to fight too hard as Mark Thrash slides in. Remember, though, we still got a long ways to go. These positions could shuffle up depending on how these guys are using their tires. Maybe they started to use them a little too much too early, so they backed it up a little extra. Maybe getting a little bit more at the end of it. We're going to find out here if that could be the case for Keith Hackney. And again, remember, I don't know where these guys are at on gas. Gas could be playing a role here too. Looks like John Smeal's done too, huh? Pointer continues to lead Timothy in second. Good racing here right around that fourth spot as Brandon Gibbs and Tyson Banks side by side for that number 6 spot. That's a pretty even match battle, I think, even on the dirt side. Yeah, only tires. Okay, if we get a caution, then for sure everybody's going to go in for tires. I don't know about if there's enough laps for them to want tires, or I know they want tires now. I guarantee it. So Mark Thrash has moved into the number 4 spot, closing in on Shane Haas as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, so Mark Thrash working the strategy a little bit here tonight in that number 38. He is moving forward. He's going to get up underneath Shane going into turn number 3. He's quite a bit faster, and he is closing in on Timothy Mesmer. Honestly, Mark Thrash is the fastest car on the track. Well, no, Hackney just pulled the fast lap. Take that back. This time by, though, Mark Thrash is the fastest car on the track as they head into turn number 1 and 2. He's out 3 seconds. He definitely doesn't want to see the caution at this point. We are 52 laps into this one. There's 18 to go. If you're Sean Pointer, I don't think you want the caution. I think you want to enjoy your lead and hope it stays there. I'll tell you what, though, Mark Thrash on the move in that number 38 machine. He has caught Timothy looking for second as they come out of turn number 2. Looks like Shane Haas is starting to fall in that number 23. Caution. Oh, caution. I think this one's going to be on Nevin, isn't it? He said something about his wheel pulling off his nest. Oh, he got the wall. Yeah, I can see that. All right, so they got it going back straight. Caution flag is out. Expect everybody on pit road. Yellow. That saved Shane. Shane was falling bad. This is going to be real interesting here. We're going to go on pit. Well, the caution laps are not counting, so it is going to be 17 to go when they take the green flag. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he mic'd up and said. So 17 laps to go when they take the green. This is going to get real interesting here tonight. It is enough where you want to save a little, but I don't know how much you have to save. I think Mark Thrash might have the strategy on that one. He was a little off on his strategy in the heat race because tire wear did take effect there, but just not as drastic. Let's see what happens here as these guys all on the pit road. Everybody on pit road. I'm curious if anybody's going to be crazy and take like a 2-tire stop. Oh, wow. Hackney with a good stop into the number 2 spot. Pointer's going to keep the lead. Hackney in second. Mark Thrash now in third. Timothy fourth. Shane Haas in fifth. But I'll tell you what. Timothy is going to be one to watch too in the 327. It is live, Randy. All right, so it is iRacing. If you're not 100% sure on it, it is iRacing. Did we have people stay out? Did Tyson Banks stay out on the track? Hold on, let me go look. Hold on, I got a thing that'll tell me. Tyson Banks stayed out. So did King. Banks and King both stayed out. Oh, are they pulling? They're pulling onto pit road now, realizing, hey, we might have made a mistake. So those guys pulling onto pit road now, but Jonathan. So Jonathan, I don't know if he took 2 tires. I'm not. All right, so we got a couple guys down on pit road. So the 111 is going to be our leader. Let's see. That is Jonathan. I don't know if they took 2 tires or I don't know how Jonathan got out there so quick. That's wild. All right. You think you ran? You might have one of our Thursday night WOOT races. This is a league. They asked me to broadcast today. It was kind of last minute. Didn't even know I was going to be doing it. But yeah, Thursdays we do WOOT. I got to figure out what we're doing for WOOT tomorrow. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by 17 lap shootout. As they are 2 by 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Jonathan going to lead the way. Robert in second. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Yeah, there's probably going to be a wreck here. I do know that Robert's a little slower than some of these guys that might check up the field, but he seemed to learn a little. Nope, he didn't go. Hackney's going to give him the bumper as Jonathan going to get on the gas. Mark Thrash going to sneak up underneath Hackney. Hackney going to take it 3 wide as he sticks in the middle in the 1 and 2. Robert did not figure out that long skinny pedal on the right side as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Pointer to the outside of Jonathan. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Put Pointer to the point as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Thrash with a big move to the bottom. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide out of turn number 4. 3 wide down the front straightaway. We got wrecking. Oh, they're wrecking through the grass as they're now 2 wide. They kept it straight as they. Oh no, they're wrecking. They're wrecking back in the pack. Wow, there's a lot of different wrecks. Oh, Nevin shot the outside, and I think the 9 was coming up of Alexander Smith. So Nevin got this massive run down the front straightaway, and Smith was coming up. Yeah, I just don't think he expected Nevin to be up there. 33 gambled and lost. All right, so Pointer now to the point. Keith Hackney, Shane Haas, Mark Thrash, Timothy Mesmer, your top 5. All right, should be getting 1 to go at the line. He was second. Oh, yeah. Some of that is just he doesn't know how to run. He doesn't know how to run asphalt, so he's learning because he was struggling earlier today. Some of that's just his pace. All right, they got him stacked up 2 by 2. It is 1 to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Hopefully we can keep it green. It is going to be 15 laps to go when they take this green flag. Hold on, I got to go look at this. So Mark asked if Hackney, is that what your eyes look like right now? So I had to go look and see what he was looking at. That's funny. All right, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. They are stacked. Oh my God, why are you guys wrecking under yellow again? All right, we got him set up 2 by 2 out of turn number 4. Pace truck going to pull in. Pointer going to lead the way. 15 laps to go when they take the green flag. What's the over-under on keeping it green the rest of the way? Who's your pick? as they come out of turn number 4 into the restart zone. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Pointer's going to send it down the front straightaway and through the quad oval, down into 1 and 2. Hackney in the number 2 spot, but he's got Mark Thrash looking to the outside through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Shane Haas up underneath Thrash. Hackney going to slide up the track. Mark's going to try to ride that outside momentum down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Hackney going to put the block on him as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Shane Haas pushes up the track, gives the door to Thrash as they come out of 4. Big stack up behind him as Mark gets in line. Timothy's got to put the brakes on, goes to the grass, down into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to split Mark. Mark in the middle is the 15 of Nicholas Eli to the outside. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, 3 wide. Oh, contact as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Thrash gets up to the high side, looks back to the middle, down into turn number 3. Thrash finally gets to the bottom side. That is all he wanted as they come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. It is going to be 13 laps to go. Battle as Timothy going to race his way back up into the door 4 spot and brings Mark Thrash with him into 5th as they head into turn number 2. Do I sleep? No, I don't sleep. Sleep's overrated, Isaac. What's up, buddy? Oh, we got a wreck. It's Mark and the 15 of Nicholas Eli. Caution comes out. Oh, he totally got Mark with. Mark stayed in it, though. I think he gets the wall here. Is that what happened? Oh, he just came down. Came down. Nothing Mark could do. Oh, that was unfortunate. Nicholas going to go around. Caution flag comes out. I only imagine Mark being like, bro, what are you doing? All right, so caution flag is out. Pointer leads the way. This you can get, just shoot me a DM so I don't forget. But this one isn't my league. This one is Factory 11 Saw League. There goes your pick. All right, down into turn number 1 and 2. They got it. Mark, in your opinion, it was Mark's fault, right? It's always Mark's fault. All right, so they're going to get him single. Is it single file? I think they're doing single file, maybe. All right, it is going to be 12 laps to go when they take the green flag. Yeah, Thomas has run with us before. I got to start figuring out what I'm doing, Thomas. I took a little bit of a break. Pointer leads the way. Hackney in second. Pointer, Hackney, Shane Haas. Yep. And then Timothy, Mark Thrash, your top 5 as we are looking for the green flag this time by. Oh, yeah, I know you have. I missed having you guys out there. All right. Pace car is in, looking for the green flag. Sean Pointer leads the way. Keith Hackney in second. Shane Haas into the restart zone. Green flag is out. I'm so used to dirt and it being out of 4. Oh, yeah, 12 laps. It is going to be a short run as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for the number 3 spot as Timothy took to the outside of Shane. Mark Thrash nowhere to go behind him as they come out of turn number 2. How about Alexander Smith? Alexander Smith has had an up and down day tonight in that number 9 machine, trying to move his way forward in the number 9 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Pointer's going to lead the way. Yet it's time to give it up as they get 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So this is less than what one of the heat races were. Pointer leads the way. Hackney in second. Timothy in third. Mark Thrash in fourth. As they come down the back straightaway, Shane Haas fighting for his life in that number 5 spot. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Pointer going to get that 10 laps to go at the line. He's got Hackney breathing down his neck in the number 69 as they head into 1 and 2. And look who he's brought with him. Timothy Mesmer on the controller and Mark Thrash right behind him as they are battling side by side for that number 5 spot down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Timothy could. He could. Definitely wouldn't put it beyond him as they come out of turn at number 4. Pointer gets the wall, making a little mistake there. Is he feeling the pressure from the 69, the 327, and the 38 as Hackney closes into turn number 1 and 2? Hackney in that number 69, slowly stalking his prey. In that number 20, up Pointer as they head into turn number 3 and 4. As Mark Thrash is all over the back of Timothy for the number 3 spot. Oh, it's definitely starting to... Oh, was there a little bit of that ARCA net code there between Thrash and Timothy? Or did Thrash just over-exaggerate what he needed to do to avoid Timothy? All right, down into turn number 1 and 2. Battle now for the number 3 spot. These guys have lost ground. I think Mark was content with getting back in line, says Timothy. Let's go catch these guys as they head into turn number 3 and 4. I don't think so. I don't think they will. Not those two. Back up to the front. Hackney is losing ground on Pointer. Pointer is pulling away, but there's still plenty of time. Could tire wear play a role as they head through turn number 1 and 2? Here comes the battle for third as Mark Thrash looks low in 1 and 2. Thrash not able to take advantage as they come down the back straightaway. 63, going to be 64 laps in the books. It is going to be 6 laps to go at the line. 6 laps to go. Pointer leads the way. Hackney second, and we are watching the battle for third as Timothy in the 327 currently sits there. Mark Thrash in fourth. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, Hackney closes the gap back in on Pointer. Hackney closed a ton on Pointer and going into turn number 3. Wanted to jump back there. Does he have a plan? Time is ticking. 5 laps to go for Hackney to do something. Can Pointer hold on? Timothy trying to close the gap that looks like they've kind of set flat here in that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Caution could come into play here too as they head through turn number 3 and 4, coming to 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as they come across the line. Pointer leads at Hackney second. Timothy in third. Mark Thrash fourth. Shane Haas with a bunch of pressure behind him for that number 5 spot as Brandon Gibbs has made his way forward. But here comes Alexander up underneath him. They touch out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for that number 6 spot. Yeah, well, I don't know. Shane, I can't get there. 3 laps to go. Pointer has extended his lead. Hackney now moves to the top lane. Is he going to find something here with 3 laps to go? Sean Pointer continues to lead into turn number 3 and 4. He has schooled the field so far here tonight. Could this be his win? Out of turn number 4, it is going to be 2 laps to go at the line. 2 laps to go. Shane with a handful for the number 5 spot. Here comes Brandon Gibbs in the number 34, side by side out of turn number 2. Right now, Gibbs in that number 5 spot, but Shane Haas fights back on the high side. He takes it back into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side as they come out of turn number 4 for the number 5 spot. Haas going to keep it this time by as here comes Alexander with a big push at the line. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Hackney too far back to do anything. Let's stay on the battle for 5th as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Alexander to the outside. Oh, they're wrecking. Mark Thrash into the wall. Oh, Shane Haas in the wall. Oh, that sucks. As they come out of turn number 4, it's going to be Pointer with the win. Hackney in second. Alexander, Brandon Gibbs, Shane Haas, Mark Thrash, Prettyman, Reeser, DeVries, and Eli. Your top 5 as Timothy had issues at the end. They're not sure what happened. Let's go back and take a look. I could hear you, Nevin. What happened? Oh, he backed off to fuck with Mark. Oh, no. He was fucking with Mark and screwed him. Oh, did he run out of gas? I don't know. Not sure. But we're going to go take a look and see if we got any of these guys in the Discord because we are going to talk to them. Let's go take a look and then we'll go through tonight's results. Well, nobody in the waiting room yet, so we're going to go through the results, see if somebody gets in here. I know they got the Discord if they want to. It is going to be Sean Pointer with that win here tonight. What a win by him. He schooled the field here tonight, taking the win. Keith Hackney second. Alexander Smith going to take a number 3 spot here tonight. Brandon Gibbs in 4th. Shane Haas in 5th. Mark Thrash in 6th. You're going to be Kevin Prettyman in that number 7 spot. Randy Reeser in 8th. Jonathan DeVries in that number 9 spot. Nicholas Eli in 10th. Cody Nevin in 11th. Tyson Banks is going to be in that number 12 spot with Brennan White in the number 13 position, Tony in 14th, Jared King 15th, John Smeal 16th, Timothy Mesmer and they're coming. Timothy Mesmer in that number 17 spot. Robert in 18th, Remington 19th, Dalton 20th, the Bandit in that number 21st spot, Camden Johnson, Riley Knoll, Samuel Lawson, Connor, Tommy, and Moody rounding out the field. All right, looks like these guys are in here. Let's go ahead and pull them in. Pull you in. Pull you in. All right. Wow. What a race here tonight. Was a little rough to start with. Alex, you go by Alex or Alexander? Don't really care.
It doesn't matter. I do prefer Alex, but you can call me whatever.
Okay. I was calling you both in the stream. That's why I asked. So,
nah, it's all good.
You've seen it a lot tonight. You had a lot of ups and downs, getting caught up and stuff. But man, once the racing got going, it was some pretty good racing here tonight. Different strategies. You saw the people fade with tires and then roll back up through the field and then fade again. Man, what a race here tonight. 3rd place. You got to be happy with that.
Oh yeah, that's just. I was running 6th on the backstretch coming to the checkered, and next thing I know, I'm in 3rd, and I'm wondering what happened. I didn't really get to see a whole lot of it. All I know is I passed a few people.
I don't know if Timothy ran out of gas or if he was messing with Mark and it turned out bad, but it was really weird. Yeah, getting that podium, those was still solid. You had a great run with Shane for the number 5 spot. You, Shane, and Brandon. I mean, you guys had a phenomenal race.
That's probably the best race on the track.
I was definitely watching it. Well, good run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I just want to give a shout out to my friends, really. Looking for a team. I think I have a team now. I'm just hoping to get accepted here with Factory 11. These guys today, and they've already taken me under the wing. So I'm happy to be a part of it so far.
Yeah, definitely a good group of guys over there. Well, good run here tonight, and hopefully you can have another one next week. It's going to be a lot more luck, but good run tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
No problem. Grip Hackney, Keith Hackney, man, what a run here tonight. You had your ups and downs too. I got to ask you though, do your eyes look like the back of your car?
Yes. I've been drinking since the beginning of this race, and I done went through like 2 boxes of high moons or high noons. So yeah, like I had to like I think next to the last caution, I had to pull over. I had to go piss. Like I couldn't hold it no longer. We went
I,
green, then I guess that would have been lap. So
I said that. I said, I think he had to piss.
hmm
but
yeah.
but good run here tonight. I heard Mark ask you, that's why I had to mess with you. But good run here tonight. I mean, you had a good race in your heat race. Um, so did Sean and you and Mark had a phenomenal race in the heat race. Man, good drivers through there. It seemed like a pretty even field up at the front.
Yeah, man. I pitted. I thought Sean was gonna pit with me. He didn't pit with me that first time I went to pit, and it was just pretty much just playing from the back, and it's so hard just trying to avoid people and just trying to get back up through there and stuff like that. I mean, there was some laps me and Sean was even. There was some laps he was a little bit better than me, and vice versa. But I mean, me and Sean, we raced together on asphalt, so um, like in officials and stuff. So I mean, I knew what to expect, and I had a good start on that last restart. But I got really aero tight when I was right on his bumper going into the corner, so he sort of pulled away from me, and then I was able to pull him back a little bit, but then at that point, it didn't matter. Hell, we just wanted to get this race over with. And stuff like that. This is actually the first race I've ever raced in the new ones, that is, and I tested for about an hour before the race, and yeah, well, it's something. It's a learning curve, just like it was in the trucks back in Southern Grown, and we'll figure it out, and we'll we gotta have a group meeting here after the race and try to work. We need to work on these rules for this league and get things kind of squared away and cleaned up a little bit. But it's just like any other league, man. Like the first race is always rough, and you gotta get just gotta get the rough things out, and yeah, we'll get everything situated, and I guarantee you the races will be better, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the chat. I do see your chat out there, guys. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, I was gonna say that about the new league, but also a lot of guys new to asphalt, and you were that guy once, and man, you picked it up pretty quick. And something about these dirt guys, when they, once you kind of learn how it works on dirt, it seems easier to go other places and figure it out. Um, I mean, you got to have a lot of faith that a lot of these guys are going to be a lot better by the end of the season.
Well, no doubt. If everybody sticks with it, I've always said, for one, you're always good. I mean, you're only as good as who you race against, and then two, asphalt, it just helps you so much on dirt and vice versa. Like, I mean, they correlate with each other, and they can really help just all around. So I don't know if some of the guys, they might not come back. I mean that's just how it is in every league that we run. But if they do, I mean, they can learn something, and I can only imagine that a lot of them will probably come back next week just because it's a plate track. So maybe get their confidence back up a little bit, and maybe that'll make them want to run again. So either or, it don't matter to me. I'm here for the long haul, and yeah, I mean that's all I can say. We have fun. We drank a lot of alcoholic beverages, and just hopefully next week will be a lot better for the broadcast for sure, and especially for us because it sucked having a caution
you
every other lap.
you got to imagine how I feel watching it
Oh, no doubt.
sometimes.
I
No, but it was a little rough in the beginning. But you guys, once you guys got out, I mean, the racing was really good.
For sure, for sure. So there again, just there's things that needs to be cleaned up, and once we get that cleaned up, I think we'll have a decent league here.
Well, why don't you go ahead and take a minute and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Just thank all my guys at NLR and Grip Hackney Live, Tunnel Vision by Hackney. Everybody at Factory 11. We just started this new shop up, and we're doing some pretty good things on the dirt side here. Uh, I gotta thank Sean for being my number one fan, even though he finished in front of me. I had to give it to him tonight. Thank you for the broadcast and something I can go back and watch and fast forward through the 57 cautions. And yeah, that's about it. Well, I did run. I do have Team Conti on my car because I do run his stuff on asphalt. So I got to give a shout out to him as well. So yeah,
Well, good run here tonight, and thanks for coming out and putting on the show.
for sure, man.
Sean Pointer, what's up, buddy?
What's going on? Long time no see, man.
Yeah, I was thinking that as I was talking to Hackney, I was like, man, long time no see. But man, a great run here tonight. I think a lot of people might have slept on you. I might have been one of them until I saw you and Mark in that heat race, man. That was some good running out there. Great racing.
Yeah, and, it was fun. You know, I dabble in asphalt side sometimes. You know, I actually took a couple months off of dirt actually, and just started running, you know, the pavement stuff strictly. But no, the heat race was really fun. I messed up in qualifying. I had a decent lap going and tried to push it too hard and smoked the wall coming out of fourth. So yeah, I mean, it was fun in the heat race. You know, try to avoid wrecks. You know, different, you know, experience level on the asphalt side with these guys. So it makes some for interesting racing for sure.
Yeah, definitely some interesting racing, but I mean, you race a lot of these guys on the dirt side, and there's a lot of really good guys in dirt over here. How good does it feel to get out here and beat them? Because those guys are hard to beat on a dirt track.
I mean, I wouldn't really say it feels good because I mean, it does feel good to get a win. Like, who doesn't, you know, like to get a win? But I'm sure I'll get my lickings when I get back to the dirt side, anyways. So, I mean, it'll even out. So, no, it's cool. You know, a lot of these guys, like I said, are very inexperienced on the pavement, and I don't know. It was just fun to get everyone out of their element and try something new.
Yeah, it's always fun. I like to get out there and do stuff like that too. Well, great run here tonight. Good to see that number 20 in victory lane. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First and foremost, Factory 11. We started a good thing. I mean, we got some fans, and we got some haters, and then we got, you know, drama. I mean, it is what it is. We're just trying to make, you know, the best time on the sim. We're not out here to start any drama or, you know, all that stuff. But anyways, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Whitey's photography, Team Conti. I also, you know, Hackney got me on that. Yeah, I think that's about it. You for broadcasting, of course, and everyone watching, and it was rough one. So yeah, we did, just like Hackney said, we got some stuff to figure out for next week because this 3-hour long race is not it.
Yeah, I think I said that at one time. I said, like, I didn't want to stream for 2 hours.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
I'm used to the dirt races. It's hard. It's hard though when it's hard when frickin' you have to watch an asphalt race for hours. Like the dirt races are full of different action.
For sure,
The asphalt takes a little bit more time to get there.
Yeah, and that's what me and Hackney were. Shout out to Hackney. He's, you know, my number one fan. You know, he says he let me win, but you know, wink, wink. No, but yeah, we got, like I said, we got some stuff to figure out, and I hopefully this league and these guys will stick it out, and yeah.
Well, great run here tonight. I'll talk to you guys later. Appreciate it, and good racing then there.
Appreciate it, James. Thank you.
No problem. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Appreciate you coming out. Oh, we'll see what happens next week for Talladega. Should be an interesting one. A lot of these guys hopefully getting comfortable in the cars, but that's going to be it for me tonight. Make sure you guys like, share, and follow. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.